Hi, I'm Jordan Hansen, founder of Ace Golf Marketing. I help golf courses, golf instructors, and golf brands understand the power of online marketing and how you can use it in your business to become more profitable and help grow the game of golf. Have you ever gotten a call from the local newspaper, heard about this amazing deal, and bought the ad, and then nothing? Or maybe it was the radio station, TV, or you sent out a piece of mail that cost you an arm and a leg. It happens all the time. Don't feel bad. I've been there too. Sitting and waiting for golfers to come in with your fingers crossed, praying your hard-earned money spent on marketing and advertising will bring in enough golfers to pay for your expenses, and you don't go broke. It's a terrible feeling when you know you lost your money on marketing and advertising that didn't work. It puts a sour taste in your mouth about doing any marketing or advertising at all. But the fact is, this entire situation can be avoided altogether. The problem is the local sales rep that sold you the ads, or Joe the Pro that's in charge of marketing and advertising, doesn't have any idea about what really works and how marketing dollars should be invested. You see, there's a more cost-effective way to market your golf course, lesson business, or brand. A way that will get you more business and produce a good return on your investment. You can put your message in front of local golfers without the big expensive marketing budget, without hiring a marketing director that may or may not produce, and without blowing your money on what the local sales rep is trying to push. You see, marketing is attracting golfers today, not pushing your message on them. And when you stop and think about it, the best way to attract local golfers is by using the most powerful media known to mankind. That is, the internet. By now you're probably wondering, how do I know? And rightfully so. I'd like to share my story with you and how I was able to turn a golf course that was on the brink of bankruptcy into a multiple six-figure earner in just over 1 year. It all started when I was about 5 years old. My dad had a membership at the local country club, and we lived on the golf course, so I grew up playing golf. About that same time, my dad and his brothers decided they wanted to get into the golf business. Keep in mind, this was in the late 80s, when the golf business was a little more appealing than it is today. By the time I was 9 years old, my dad and his brothers had built their very own 18-hole semi-private golf course with a full upscale restaurant, bar, and banquet facility that overlooked the 18th green. It was a beautiful golf club, and my entire family was ecstatic about the grand opening. Most people thought it would be the go-to golf course in the entire St. Louis area. We hired a very well-known golf pro, had the best golf course, and amenities second to none. After the first year we were open, it became evident that there was something missing. Yes, we were bringing golfers in, but the place wasn't jam-packed, and let's just say the dividends were less than expected. Was it the management? Was it the marketing? Was it the course? We didn't know. And over the next few years, there was little to no improvements. The golf course was not making any money. The restaurant was losing money. The banquet hall wasn't filling up. And it was a very difficult and frustrating time for my entire family. Then, just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, the clubhouse caught on fire and burnt to the ground in 1997. Over the next 5 years, the golf course was operated out of a trailer. Play was down, rumors were started about us closing, and it was a hard time for my family. Luckily, my dad was successful in his construction business. Otherwise, our entire family would have been out on the streets. After the clubhouse was rebuilt, we decided to get rid of the restaurant and change the look of the clubhouse, making the banquet facility much larger and the bar and pro shop much smaller. We also hired new management and got excited for round 2 in the golf business. We hired a new golf pro, a new general manager, and a new banquet and bar manager. After the rebuild, we thought that it was going to be different at the course. But we were wrong. Looking over the numbers at the end of the year, it was a complete disappointment once again. And my dad and his brothers had to put money into the bank account just to keep the doors open. The golf course was a failing business. And worse yet, times were tight. Real estate wasn't selling. Golf definitely wasn't selling. The new and improved banquet hall wasn't filling up with events. And there wasn't any money left to put in for payroll or bills. It was a horrifying experience for all of us. And there really isn't anything worse than wondering how you will pay your bills or support your family. I can only imagine the stress this put on my dad. It was stressful enough for him to ask me for help. At the time, I was finishing up my master's in marketing at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Thank goodness I was smart enough to get an academic scholarship all through college, or I wouldn't have been able to attend. When my dad approached me, it was the fall of 2008, and we had just suffered another embarrassing year, losing even more money. There were no funds left to put into the account, and it was either close the doors or I step in to try to turn the course around. Even though it was my dream to move to San Diego and own my own marketing company, I couldn't let my family down. I had to do something. In the fall of 2008, I took over all marketing and management of the entire golf operations, food and beverage, and banquet facility. We let our golf pro and food and beverage and banquet managers go to save on overhead. Stepping into this wasn't going to be easy. I felt a ton of pressure on my shoulders to turn our golf course around, or else bankruptcy was my family's only other option. I felt the pressure. Immediately, I started working nonstop, strategizing on how I could change things, how I could get more golfers in the door, and how I could sell more memberships and banquets. I restructured our membership offer, I put together a plan to sell more banquets, and I built a website that had one goal in mind: capture golfer information. That first year, I did a lot of testing. Almost every medium you could test: direct mail, radio, golf shows, lots of newspaper ads, billboards, third-party tee time vendors, Groupon, and lots of different golf discount cards. I was doing everything I could possibly do to try to bring in more golfers and banquets. Some of my marketing was a good investment, but most of the time, the expenses did not outweigh the amount of revenue the ads produced, or better known as return on investment, or ROI. Do you know how I was able to figure out the good investments from the bad? I was testing and measuring each medium's return on investment, which is critical to your success in marketing and advertising. And if you're not testing what is working and what is not, you don't know. If you don't know, you can't improve. If you can't improve, you're never going to make more money in the golf business. And who knows, you may even go broke. My first year as the executive director, we managed to make money, even with all the testing and measuring. That was the first time in 16 years the golf course had actually turned a profit. With this money, we were able to pay off some past due bills, notes, and other outstanding debts that the course had accrued over the many tough years in the golf business. But more importantly, I knew what worked and what did not for next year. The following year, I put all the best ads, mediums, messages, and marketing strategies to work. Do you know what the result was? A healthy six-figure dividend paid to my dad and the other owners. It was the first time in 17 years that the golf course had actually paid my dad and the other shareholders. I remember the smile on his face still to this day. He was incredibly proud of me and told everyone about how I was able to turn the dog of a golf course into a good business. That year, we sold more memberships, more rounds, more banquets, and made more money than we ever had before. I'm sure you're wondering how I was able to turn the golf course around. It was a combination of good marketing, customer experience, and aggressively collecting emails of local golfers, tournament holders, and newly engaged couples about to get married. But how did I collect all these emails? A website optimized for collecting emails, landing pages, a solid Facebook marketing plan, well-written ads, SEO or getting our website found on the first page of Google, and a multitude of compelling offers and promotions that golfers just couldn't ignore. After I got golfers in the door, I made it a point to collect their information, if I hadn't already, and bring them back again and again with great customer service and a customer loyalty program to further entice them to patronize our golf course. The following year, in 2011, our profits grew even more, as did our reputation as a great golf course and amazing banquet facility. My dad and the other shareholders had never been happier. After turning the course around and saving it from bankruptcy, I felt it was time I reached for my own dream of moving to San Diego and starting my own marketing company. So I hired a new GM and head golf professional and spent the entire golf season training him how I had been running the business. Then, in the winter of 2011, I made the move to San Diego. But it wasn't before my dad made me promise to continue handling all the marketing for the golf course. He didn't want to see the place go back downhill. So I took on the family golf course as my first client for my new marketing company. I handled all the online marketing, consulting, and strategy formulation from my office in San Diego. That was the day Ace Golf Marketing was founded. At Ace Golf Marketing, I help golf courses, golf instructors, and golf brands understand the power of online marketing and how it can be used to make them more profitable in the golf business, while serving the higher cause of growing the game of golf. With online marketing, more golfers can be reached, more kids and young adults can be exposed to the game, and the entire marketing process is simplified for the course, instructor, or business because it is more automated, trackable, and less expensive than traditional media. And once you have a system in place to automate your marketing, it runs without any maintenance or effort. The impact online marketing has had on my clients around the world, as well as my golf course, has been quite remarkable. As you well know, there is only so much time in a day. And after having great success in the golf business, there are many people who want my help, so they too can make more money in the golf business. And once you get to know me, you'll soon see I don't want a huge business, hundreds of employees, or any headaches. I'm a simple guy. I don't need to be filthy rich or too busy to spend time with my family and friends. Life is short, and you should enjoy it too. So I decided to offer my most powerful marketing strategies, systems, and processes and make them available to you for prices anyone can afford. What's the catch? There isn't one. You just have to be ambitious enough to allow me to show you how you can do these strategies. And depending on how sophisticated the strategy is, it may take an hour or it may take 10 hours. But either way, I promise to never waste your time or money. Every consultation, program, or custom solution I put together for your business will get you results. That's my guarantee to you. I will never waste your time or money. I've been in your shoes, and I know how valuable your time and money are. If I can't help you, I will not take you as a client. It's that simple. Now it's your time to make a decision. Do you want to outmarket your competitors, attract more golfers, use powerful automated systems and processes to simplify your marketing and make more money in the golf business? Or do you want to leave your marketing to Joe the Pro or someone else on your staff that knows marketing and chance another mediocre year in the golf business? The decision is yours. If you'd like to save years off your learning curve and thousands of dollars, you may want to do some consulting with me. If you're a doer and you're on a budget, You will find my vital, experience-based information in the golf business invaluable. I provide the systems, tools, and training so you or your staff can implement these potent marketing strategies yourself with my do-it-yourself golf marketing programs. If you want my team and I to work as your outsourced marketing department while you sit back and collect more fees in golf, membership, and banquets than you ever thought possible, see if we are currently taking clients by going to Golf Marketing Solutions. Here is what just a few of my clients have to say about working with me. Great to work with, wonderful integrity, and I can't wait to see how much more we can benefit. Jordan is great, and his program has been great for us. Just in the first 7 to 10 days, we got amazing results with very little effort, and we are just in the beginning of the program. We've also been able to collect about 50 names and emails of potential new customers, and the ball is just started getting rolling. I think Jordan is great to work with, has wonderful integrity, and is very hardworking. He has really helped us, and I can't wait to see how much more we can benefit from his programs. Ken Pierce, President, Golf Gym. 2013 was a record year, and we just keep getting better. Jordan has made a huge impact on our daily fee play, memberships, and banquets. 2013 was a record year for us, and we just keep getting better year after year. This was our third year with Jordan and his team as our outsourced marketing department, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Our email list continues to grow, Facebook presence is far beyond any other course in the area, and we get requests for tournaments, outings, banquets, memberships, and tee times every day right through our website. Scott Schaefer, head golf professional and general manager, the Woodlands Golf Club. I am now the proud owner of a golf course that turns a healthy profit, and it feels really good. After 16 years of being an owner of a failing golf course, I was desperate for help. I had tried hiring manager after manager, golf pro after golf pro, upgrades to the course, lowering prices, and everything else you can imagine to bring in more golfers and get more banquets. Nothing worked. It wasn't until I hired Jordan to come in that we were able to turn a healthy profit at the course. He put together a membership offer that was a huge hit, restructured our rates, and completely revised our marketing strategy. The end result has been amazing. I am now the proud owner of a golf course that turns a healthy profit, and it feels really good. I can't recommend Jordan enough for what he's done for us. Terry Hansen, golf course owner, Hansen Golf Management. Now it's your turn to make more money in the golf business. Time is of the essence here, as I only take a handful of private clients every year, and once my schedule is full, I'm no longer available. Click on the Consulting tab to save years off your learning curve and save yourself thousands of dollars that you will waste on marketing if you don't have the information I know. If you like to do it yourself or have someone on staff that does your marketing, my marketing programs will teach even the most savvy marketers how to get more golfers in the door starting today. Or fill out an application to work with me privately as a client and let me do the same marketing strategies that I've proven over and over again for your business. This is a customized business and marketing plan tailored to meet your revenue goals, budget, and business needs. Finally, if you're not 120% satisfied after spending your hard-earned money with me, I'm happy to give you a no hassles, no questions asked refund because that's just how I do business. Right now, you have two choices. You can either make mediocre money in the golf business and continue wasting your time and money on marketing and advertising that doesn't work, or you can take action today, right now, by investing into a consultation, one of my programs, or applying to work with me privately and make this your record year in the golf business. The choice is yours. Imagine never having to worry about bringing in more play, collecting more player contact information, or having vacancies in your banquet hall ever again. You can make this a record year in the golf business, but you're going to have to take action right now, while it's still hot on your mind, and be prepared to make this your best year ever in the golf business. Yours truly, Jordan Hansen. P.S. Imagine being able to experience financial freedom in the golf business, being able to provide the lifestyle for yourself and family that you've always dreamed about. The journey all starts right now by taking action today, and the best part is you're backed by my hole-in-one guarantee. Let's get started.